Hello, you are with me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability. United Nations statistics estimate that over 600 million people live with disability globally, and over 400 million people live with disability in Africa. 40% of Africa's population are made up of people living with disability. 10 to 15% of school-age children in Africa live with disability. Ghana's population is over 32 million, and 8% are people living with disability. How does this impact on persons with disability in terms of policy formulation, marriage and family life, education, healthcare, employment, and so on? For those of us in the disability community, discrimination and stigmatization is the root cause of almost every challenge we face. However, success only comes to those who know how to overcome their challenges and not those who know how to avoid challenges. So join me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability, as I navigate my way through the riveting stories, the unbelievable experiences, and the life-transforming journeys of persons with disability on the Helping Hand TV show.
When she was about 2 years old, I decided to enroll her in a nursery school. Many people tried to discourage me, saying that it was a waste of money, but I persisted, hoping that it would give her a level of exposure rather than keeping her at home.
We'll be right back.
God bless our homeland Ghana. It's happening here again on the soils of Ghana. The first ever, the best ever, the greatest ever, and the only prestigious award for persons with disability. It's the Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards. It's the 2026 edition of the prestigious Chill Awards. Right here in Ghana, West Africa. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is finally here. It is the official opening for the nominations for the 2026 edition of the prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards, valid from 1st October to 31st of December 2025. Eligibility for the 2026 edition of the prestigious Chill Awards includes persons with disability or institutions of persons with disability who have made exceptional contributions and have demonstrated outstanding leadership in the disability community and national development in the following categories: 1. Education, 2. Entrepreneurship, and 3. Disability sports. To submit your nomination, kindly visit www.chillawards.com. Click on the nomination process button, complete the form with your details, and attach required supporting media and references. Then submit. Take your place in the noble race of change makers. It's the prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards, Chill Awards 2026. For further enquiries, kindly contact the H4P organization on +233 209 555 777 or +233 596 313 338 or +233 277 552 208. Remember, it's the official opening for nominations for the 2026 edition of the prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards from 1st October to 31st December 2025. The prestigious Chill Awards 2026. Powered by the H4P organization. H4P, bringing dignity to disability. H4P, perfection is our passion.
Welcome back.
Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of the Helping Hand TV show, where we seek to throw the spotlight on the abilities of persons with disability. And like I say, you're welcome. Welcome to my world where disability is not inability. Special thanks to DV Unlimited Company Limited and FCC Fasti Chapel, my proud sponsors. And special thanks to you for always tuning in to your favorite show on TV. I'll go for a quick break. When I come back, I'll introduce you to today's episode.
We'll be right back.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are with me, the voice of ability on the air for persons with disability. And today I want to introduce you to someone with so much ability. Some people call her the greatest friend. Others call her the sweet companion. And others still call her the faithful worker. She is dependable, reliable, and adorable. And she's committed to lending you a helping hand anytime, anywhere. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome DV Cleaners.
DV Cleaners Alata Samana Shower Gels. DV Cleaners Aloe Vera Shower Gels. DV Cleaners Body Lotions. DV Cleaners Hair Shampoos. DV Cleaners Hair Conditioners. DV Cleaners Liquid Detergents. DV Cleaners Hand Wash. DV Cleaners Floor Cleaners. DV Cleaners Toilet Cleaners. DV Cleaners Cake Soaps. And now introducing DV Cleaners Hand Sanitizers. For bulk purchase, call us on +233 278 308 246 or +233 244 467 326. DV Cleaners, one of the top most made in Ghana products. DV Cleaners, proudly Ghanaian.
And so remember that anytime you purchase any of the DV Cleaners range of products, you are lending a helping hand to a person with disability, and you are supporting H4P organization's special advocacy for persons with disability. DV Cleaners.
Nature's finest touch.
Welcome back.
A documentary on living with Down syndrome. Globally, Down syndrome remains one of the most common genetic conditions, yet awareness and understanding of it are still limited, particularly in developing countries like Ghana. Research suggests that less than 40% of health professionals in Ghana are fully knowledgeable about Down syndrome and other intellectual disabilities. Many still struggle to diagnose or provide timely interventions, often attributing symptoms to unrelated conditions. This gap in knowledge leads to delayed diagnosis, limited guidance for parents, and in some cases, the loss of critical early support that children with Down syndrome desperately need. For many families, the lack of awareness creates frustration, stigma, and isolation. It is within this context that the Voice of Ability on Air for Persons with Disabilities, Bishop Charles Kofi Hackman, shares the remarkable story of Mariam Malik and her daughter with Down syndrome, Serena. Mariam, a seamstress and the fourth child of a family of 7, has walked a long and challenging journey of resilience, love, and determination.
Mariam Malik.
My name is Mariam Malik. I live at Labadi. I was born here in Labadi, but for a while, I lived and schooled at Newtown. I came back to Labadi after I completed junior secondary school. I used to work with my mother at Trade Fair, where she sold wachi. After a while, I went to study dressmaking, so currently I am a dressmaker. I work from my house because I do not yet have a shop. And it is the income from this work that I have used to take care of myself and my daughter, Serena, who has Down syndrome, all these years.
Down syndrome means that somebody has an extra chromosome than what is normal or what is usual. It is not a disease for you to treat. So God made it in such a way that when you meet a man, you will have to produce 23 chromosomes. The man will have to produce 23 chromosomes. So your egg is containing 23, the sperm is containing 23. They fuse together to make 46 for every human being. But during the fusion of the egg, anything can go wrong. The reason why people are blaming aging is because as you are aging, the sperms and the eggs become weaker. So as they are fusing, anything can happen. But when you are younger, they are very active. But at the same time, no, some people carry this extra chromosome with them in the family. It's a family trait. Not everybody, but some people have this. So as and when you are donating that 20, you had that extra chromosome already in it. So during this fertilization, that is where Down syndrome happens. Down syndrome does not happen after the child has been born or when the child has already been conceived. No. During that process, then when it's fused together, 46, there has to be splitting. So during that, if anything goes wrong, the child can have an extra chromosome, being 47 or 46. So before the child will come out, they come out with features. It's the features that will determine the Down syndrome. So you see, if you put 10 of them here, they all look alike. Yes, that tells you that this is Down syndrome. So you see that they have this slanted eyes like that. The bridge of the nose here becomes very flat with the nose smaller. The ears are quite smaller and it goes a little bit higher. Some of them have this puff cheeks, and the tongue are usually bigger than the normal tail. So it causes the mouth to, be full. They have this shorter neck, but still at their legs, you can see the difference in their legs. So that the last but one has some raised up section. Then the severity depends on the palm. Some of them have these 3 lines in them. Those are very mild. But the severe ones has just 1 crease. Instead of the 3, it's just 1. Then that's a mild one. But some have just 1 in it. Then that tells you that this is a Down syndrome.
Mariam's pregnancy with Serena was normal, with no complications. However, after delivery, she quickly noticed peculiar signs. An unusually soft forehead, a gap in the middle of her head, and breathing difficulties.
Your firstborn.
I had a first child before Serena was born, but she passed away at the age of 7.
7 years,
My pregnancy was normal and I had no complications.
She normal.
When I went into labor, I was taken to the hospital at around 11 p.m. and by 1 a.m., I had successfully delivered my daughter.
I am and I do 11 going to 12 from here, but by one something I may want.
I was discharged at about 4 p.m. that day, but after about a week, I began to notice certain changes in my daughter.
Actually, 2 weeks gone, 1 week play. After my whole changes bit or that.
When I voiced my concerns at the 2-week postnatal care session, I was assured that all was well, so I could take my daughter home.
I must say, and yes, she na me fan no call, but still, some sure. Oh me, but let me say, actually me yes, asthma can.
But the problems persisted. She had difficulty breathing, and I noticed that she had a line at the top of her head and gaps in her head.
Line it says.
And her forehead was unusually soft.
Yes, soft. The penis say we want to say tokro.
We'll be right back.
Success is a product of hard and wise work. Is 60-second success with the Bishop. Stay tuned.
Welcome to 60-second success with the Bishop, where I give you success nuggets for a successful life. In order to achieve success, there must be the right mix of various factors: discipline, determination, excellence, patience, integrity, hard and wise work. Success doesn't happen automatically. Success happens intentionally. To succeed in life, you must build capacity enough to be able to rise above the challenges and difficulties of life. Challenges don't discriminate. Challenges don't differentiate. Challenges are inevitable. Challenges don't escape race. Challenges don't escape status. Challenges don't escape gender. No matter who you are, you will encounter challenges. Remember, that your ability to rise above challenges is integral and necessary on your success journey. It has taken 60 seconds for me to give you this success tip, but it will take more than 60 seconds for you to put it to work in your life. So start your journey to success now.
And I also welcome Bishop Dr. Charles to Kenya as well. Kindly extend H4P to Kenya. Your work is clearly seen, and your work is clearly seen, and your work is clearly seen. Thank you so much. May God bless you. May God bless H4P. Thank you.
I know at H4P we are proudly Ghanaian. Proudly Ghanaian. And I borrow from Kwame Nkrumah, our founder, when he says that the independence of Ghana is meaningless except it is connected, it's tied to the independence of other African nations. So we cannot stay only in Ghana as H4P, doing what we can do in Ghana, but we spread our tentacles to the rest of Africa and even outside Africa, because we believe that to build a disability community that has dignity, it has to go all over, right?
Definitely.
So this is why we do this show, to bring dignity to disability, to bring hope to those who are hopeless. To all those who contribute to H4P through our mobile money system, thank you so much for helping us do this job. God richly bless you. If you are not yet part of those who help H4P through the mobile money system, I think it's time for you to decide to be a help to the Helping Hand TV show.
You can also support H4P in bringing dignity to disability. Give today via our MTN mobile money on +233 596 313 338. The name is H4P. You can also send your donations via bank transfer. Fidelity Bank Ghana Limited, Rich Towers Branch, Accra, Ghana. Account name is H4P Helping Hand Project Fund. The account number is 20900 308 70805. You can also visit our website h4porganization.org for more information. Thank you and God richly bless you. H4P, bringing dignity to disability. H4P, perfection is our passion.
Welcome back.
With little knowledge of Down syndrome, Mariam sought answers in herbal remedies and community whispers, never giving up on her daughter.
I came to
the conclusion that I would not get the help I needed from the hospital, so I resorted to local herbal treatment. I was taking her to the herbalist every 3 days. This went on for almost 1 year. Though I was still attending my postnatal care and weighing sessions. No real help was offered there, so I continued with the local herbalist till I noticed that she was getting stronger and she began to walk. There was always one complication after another, from one disease to another, and so we kept treating her till she got better. Serena's father rejected the child from birth, leaving Mariam to shoulder the responsibility of raising her daughter alone. Serena's father rejected her after birth, so I have been the one taking care of her till now. I made sure not to dwell on the rejection. I was just grateful to God for giving me Serena, so I determined to take care of her the best I could. When the time came for schooling, many discouraged her, insisting it was a waste of money. But Mariam refused to accept that. She enrolled Serena in a regular nursery school and later fought to place her in a government basic school.
2 years, I didn't call nursery.
When she was about 2 years old, I decided to enroll her in a nursery school. Many people tried to discourage me, saying that it was a waste of money, but I persisted, hoping that it would give her a level of exposure rather than keeping her at home.
Graduation. Obeko class 1 nso. Say ohonum na class 1 no hono. Enti.
I know that many people asserted to the fact that she will never be a normal child and that nothing good could come out of her.
Wait, primary school. Government school enti mine ne ko hono. They call me because she actually.
But I have always believed that something good can come out of her one day. After she graduated from nursery school, my sister encouraged me to ignore all the naysayers and take her to a government school.
Who school? Into Honumana or start here. Into Edu on a teacher.
I met a teacher who was very helpful, who also encouraged me to bring her to school, and through that encouragement, I enrolled her at Laboni Primary School.
It's when they say with the Laboni Primary School into Honumna.
Serena had many challenges in school and could not write. One of her teachers suggested that she should repeat her class, but another teacher thought it would affect her psychologically and she might lose interest in going to school altogether. So we agreed to promote her to the next class.
First, start the
At first, I did not understand her situation. I thought she did not just want to learn or do her work.
Dear. And say obefia, me kakra sa.
I was the one who supported her and helped her after school, even teaching her how to hold a pencil and write.
And no send a mayor or no so that your bed to me.
I determined to do everything to help her become her best.
And tisa kwa suna me so me fan. Baby I call prime and me hobby, but me bani dey better sing.
I once saw another child in her school whose situation was worse than my daughter's, so I determined not to give up on her. I always allowed her to play with the other children in our compound, and I made sure not to leave her training to chance, but directed and groomed her every chance I got.
We'll be right back.
homeland Ghana. It's happening here again on the soils of Ghana. The first ever, the best ever, the greatest ever, and the only prestigious award for persons with disability. It's the Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards. It's the 2026 edition of the prestigious Chill Awards. Right here in Ghana, West Africa. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is finally here. It is the official opening for the nominations for the 2026 edition of the prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards, valid from 1st October to 31st of December 2025. Eligibility for the 2026 edition of the prestigious Chill Awards includes persons with disability or institutions of persons with disability who have made exceptional contributions and have demonstrated outstanding leadership in the disability community and national development in the following categories: 1. Education, 2. Entrepreneurship, and 3. Disability sports. To submit your nomination, kindly visit www.chillawards.com. Click on the nomination process button, complete the form with your details, and attach required supporting media and references. Then submit. Take your place in the noble race of change makers. It's the prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards, Chill Awards 2026. For further enquiries, kindly contact the H4P organization on +233 209 555 777 or +233 596 313 338 or +233 277 552 208. Remember, it's the official opening for nominations for the 2026 edition of the prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards from 1st October to 31st December 2025. The prestigious Chill Awards 2026. Powered by the H4P organization. H4P, bringing dignity to disability. H4P, perfection is our passion.
Welcome back.
Mariam's journey has not been easy, but it has been inspiring. The turning point came when Serena returned home one day with a woman named Mavis, a disability advocate and mother of a child with Down syndrome.
One day I was in town walking when I met Serena. And I asked her, where is she going? She said she is coming back from school. And if you see where she goes to school and where she lives, I'm telling you, if I have to use like 1 year to monitor that route, because you definitely get messed up. But if she has been moving on this stretch on daily basis, then it is not that bad. So I followed her. I thought I want to take her to the house. We walked. Finally, we got to the house, and the mother was like, has something happened? What happened? I said, oh no. I have a child with Down syndrome. So when I see them, I try to, put them so that at least we can have a whole unified, because in Ghana here we have Association for Autism, we have Cerebral Palsy, we don't have any association for Down syndrome. So I thought, okay, then why don't we come together and have Down syndrome association? So the mothers were like, okay.
For the first time, Mariam learned the name of her daughter's condition and discovered a community of mothers who shared similar struggles. One day, Serena came back from school with a lady called Mavis. Who she said was looking for me. At first, I was alarmed, but Mavis assured me that there was no problem and that she too was a mother of a child with Down syndrome. Though Serena struggled with learning, moving slowly through lessons, Mariam insisted she stays in school.
We'll go JSS no.
When it was time to move to JHS, her headmistress suggested that since she was still having difficulties in writing and other requirements, she should be retained in the primary school. But Serena was adamant. She wanted to continue on with her friends from primary school.
One, our mukwe jado no. And also say, penny. You can't teach and can't have to say me.
So we allowed her to move on to JHS.
Yeah, man, and Madame say,
Serena loved school. She would wake up early every day at about 5 a.m., get ready, and I would go and see her off to school.
Yeah, very bibia. Nama koja no kwai. Nama sabe fi.
When she got to JHS, I went to the school to explain her situation to her teachers.
Oba hanum. In case say teachers na be am see dey be na so and there ibanu say no tini.
So that they would know how best to work with her. I even bought coloring books and other basic school supplies to keep her occupied in class.
Say ibanu afem. Ona almost see you.
As JHS, we tried to get a teacher to teach Serena how to write her ABCs.
So bet me akola ni we na me dey amani.
But Serena refused, saying that she was not a child in nursery school, so she was not going to learn the ABCs.
Sure, the parkour so. Only the class 1 ni abe throw ABC. In the middle school, I think it's nigga Germany 3 years. I'm say, honestly, not be on one no. Okay, in this
Eventually, Serena advanced through to junior high, even managing to sit for the BECE examinations after being refused participation for 2 years.
We have to fight for Serena to write BC. And if you look at Serena, a child with intellectual disability, WAEC does not have any different way of letting them write the BC with the exception of adding extra time. So if WAEC could have set even a particular question for this particular child, because somebody with visual impairment is writing the same exams but finding different ways of writing. But somebody with intellectual disability, if writes the same exams, even in a different mood, then equity did not take place. So we are praying that they could have assessed the child based on the intelligence of the child. So they are telling us that our children can never have BC written. Even though she has written the BC, but it all came out in F because she was given the same task like any other person. And this is a person who has a disability, not just any disability. Somebody without legs, the brain is still functioning. Her brain is not functioning like any other child. So we're expecting that they will assess these children based on their ability. So we would have been happy if Serena would have written oral English or oral social studies. But that achievement will not get anywhere. So which means you should have money to take your daughter to the outside country, because we have people who live in the UK, in the US, Down syndrome, and they have diplomas, they have degrees, they are professors. What is the difference? Because the service is there. Even if the whole Ghana, we have just one school that can accredit a child with Down syndrome, it would have been better off than having them in divisions that they are not functioning. All we are saying is that the equality they are talking about, we don't want equality, we want equity. If you put all of us here, and you are telling us that we are all the same, so we should all see, you are not being fair, because you know I'm shorter. So you either have to give me something bigger to stand on. So you are not looking for equality, we are looking for equity.
Mariam's journey has not been easy, but it has been inspiring. Her story is a call to action for government to establish specialized schools or vocational centers for children with intellectual disabilities, for investors and philanthropists to support skill-building initiatives, and for families to stop hiding their disabled children in shame. In some ways, I can say that Serena has the presence of mind, and she is very helpful. At home, she does the laundry, cleans the household utensils, and is always available and ready to help with household chores. This endears her to everyone she comes into contact with. Through Mavis's foundation, Rob Foundation, Serena attended a soap making workshop where she developed skills in producing liquid soap and Parazone. Today, Serena can confidently produce these products on her own, proving that children with disabilities can contribute meaningfully if given the right support.
I'm feeling by myself. The Omoni Juma, and the Omai Squaw Wenu.
Mavis told me about the Rob Foundation and what they do for children with Down syndrome.
Let me see. Onumpo not here, and I'll be catching them say, see, yeah, be liquid soap, ni Parazone.
And Serena expressed interest in being part of the soap and Parazone making class the Rob Foundation was organizing. I decided to go through the training with her so that I can be in the position to support her when the time came. Mariam's journey has not been easy. Her story is a call to action for government to establish specialized schools or vocational centers for children with intellectual disabilities.
School because
there are many children with Down syndrome who are not allowed to go to school and are left to their own devices, mainly because their parents do not know any better. This neglect leads to unwanted pregnancies and other vices. I believe that government must establish schools, vocational and training centers that can train children like Serena so that they can also learn skills that will be beneficial to themselves, their families, and the society as a whole. Her words resonate deeply. Have patience for them. They might not do the normal things other children do, but they can do other things too, if only we give them the chance. My advice to parents who have children like Serena is for them to be very patient with them, take good care of them, and involve them in social activities they undertake.
Almost where Shisha and Yankupa they are into Obianisana.
Instead of locking them up in their homes or leaving them in the forest to die. I believe God has a plan for each of them and has given them what it takes to learn some basic things.
Feel free. Dressing fine. So my people want says to one. Ma akola neat. Into Pia Benya and Crowfire. Omohuna. Because that is say Osano Nini Pia. Obiban Oyesu. Shani Panuko school, Manunko school. Into Yenisa Kaka so on to me truck a maninko. Ebia almost say Yankupa and you say to me try dear, but I didn't be idea then Yankupa did my own. Into Bia or Bell Bassa and I say, Onya, but no shame. Kakra. Who didn't pay in Cola? So, wouldn't Cola or Mohopra to me to say, Moo pay, ye be say, no, no more conansim. Son or no, so there, or Bell say, eh, Senna. We be war. One yen is out in the shed, or better than say, we're forward.
Through Mariam's courage and Serena's resilience, we see not just the struggle of raising a child with Down syndrome in Ghana, but also the promise of inclusion, hope, and possibility.
So this is why we do this show, to bring dignity to disability, to bring hope to those who are hopeless. So all those who contribute to H4P through our mobile money system, thank you so much for helping us do this job. God richly bless you. If you are not yet part of those who help H4P through the mobile money system, I think it's time for you to decide to be a help to the Helping Hand TV show.
You can also support H4P in bringing dignity to disability. Give today via our MTN mobile money on +233 596 313 338. The name is H4P. You can also send your donations via bank transfer. Fidelity Bank Ghana Limited, Rich Towers Branch, Accra, Ghana. Account name is H4P Helping Hand Project Fund. The account number is 20-900 308 70805. You can also visit our website h4porganization.org for more information. Thank you and God richly bless you. H4P, bringing dignity to disability. H4P, perfection is our passion.
God bless our homeland Ghana. It's happening here again on the soils of Ghana. The first ever, the best ever, the greatest ever, and the only prestigious award for persons with disability. It's the Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards. It's the 2026 edition of the prestigious Chill Awards. Right here in Ghana, West Africa. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is finally here. It is the official opening for the nominations for the 2026 edition of the prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards, valid from 1st October to 31st of December 2025. Eligibility for the 2026 edition of the prestigious Chill Awards includes persons with disability or institutions of persons with disability who have made exceptional contributions and have demonstrated outstanding leadership in the disability community and national development in the following categories: 1. Education, 2. Entrepreneurship, and 3. Disability sports. To submit your nomination, kindly visit www.chillawards.com. Click on the nomination process button, complete the form with your details, and attach required supporting media and references. Then submit. Take your place in the noble race of change makers. It's the prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards, Chill Awards 2026. For further enquiries, kindly contact the H4P organization on +233 209 555 777 or +233 596 313 338 or +233 277 552 208. Remember, it's the official opening for nominations for the 2026 edition of the prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards from 1st October to 31st December 2025. The prestigious Chill Awards 2026. Powered by the H4P organization. H4P, bringing dignity to disability. H4P, perfection is our passion.